Today I'm at Taglio Pizza in Long Island visiting my friend Rob. He's a world pizza champion. He's also, his restaurant has been named one of the top 100 places in the country for pizza. We're gonna stop in and see what exactly Roman style pizza is, which is what you're looking at right here and what he serves. He also has a killer New York style pizza and he does a great job making the two different kinds. We're gonna talk to him about his business. He's gonna show us around a little bit and then we'll get at the end, talk about the pizza business in general. So let's get into it with Rob from Taglio Pizza. Thanks for having me.
What's up, man? Welcome.
I made it out here finally.
You did make it out here. Finally, Long Island gets some love.
This is a nice area.
It's a nice spot. A little like downtown area. We got the hospital, train station right here.
Yeah, so nice neighborhood around here too. So
very
it's like,
nice neighborhood.
It's a mix of like downtown feel-ish, but also
correct. That's
suburb.
why I came here. I liked. It's like a little urban area inside of very rural, suburban Long Island.
Yeah, 35, 40 minutes without traffic to the city.
Yeah, not crazy. If you hop on the train right here, I mean, you can get to the city with the express train in like 25 minutes.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, no.
So if you got to live here,
crazy.
if someone comes to New York City, they want to trek out here for some pizza,
yeah, I mean,
highly recommended.
They stay in New York City for pizza, but you know, every once in a while they'll come to Long Island.
I went to the city to do these videos. I don't think I went to one place in the city. Okay. I like to, not that I don't like the pizzas in the city, but I feel like they get a lot of attention already.
They do.
So I want to,
and very well deserved.
Totally.
But, I mean, if you're here, and you should definitely go to I would go to Mama's too in Linden Street.
I know.
They're right next to each other. Like, just go. You know.
They're on my list. I've been to Linden Street a long time ago.
Okay.
Mama's too. I have not.
Bro.
I know.
Bro. Just go. Please.
Here's the story. I have a scheduled thing. I was supposed to do Frank this week.
Okay.
But he couldn't do during the week. He could only do Saturday, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
Ah, shit.
So
okay.
I'll be back.
Next time, Frank, you better go do this. My man. Do it with him.
I got him. He's got it. It's my fault, not his. But I'm glad I finally made it here. You just gave me, as soon as I walk in the door, you're like, hey, you got to try this.
Well, it just came out of the oven. I figured I would just give you a little sample.
A little taste.
Of our New York style, fresh out of the oven. You know, it just it was good timing.
But it says Roman style pizza, but you have New York style too.
I have New York, yeah. New York pizza is undefeated on Long Island at least. But we specialize in Roman style.
What is Roman style for anybody who's not?
Roman style is a higher hydration, baked in a pan pizza, crispy on the outside, soft in the center, nice crumb structure, very light, very airy, crispy again, and just a typical Roman by the slice street food. Whereas in Italy, Roman style pizza really is the slice in Italy, whereas Neapolitan is like the sit-down restaurant.
Okay.
So I think that when I brought this to Long Island, I think it lent itself to the typical New York slice shop, just a different style.
Yeah. So it's easier to eat on the go.
Very easy to eat on the go, and it's relatable to New York and Long Island because we have Sicilian, grandma, regular, so it's just another thing.
How long you been here for?
6 years.
Okay, so was there any other Roman style pizzerias around?
I was the first Roman style pizzeria on Long Island. I wasn't the first in New York. The one that was in New York was called Mani and Pasta by Giuseppe Manco. He comes to all the pizza expos too. But yeah, now there's only a handful of places. There's me. There's not really any others on Long Island, but they're starting to come. And then in Manhattan, you have Unregular. You have
Unregular is Roman style.
Unregular is Roman style. It is. I mean, technically it's Roman style, and then you have Filaga, which is amazing Roman style with Chef Mike. So. They're slowly Roman is making an appearance in New York and Long Island.
I did a video not too long ago with Mortadella Head in Somerville, Mass. Okay. They do Roman style.
Yeah. I heard of them. I like their name, Mortadella, because I love Mortadella.
Yeah. That's one of the things I wanted to try here. You got a Mortadella sandwich.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a mortazza for you. And we'll do a couple little. I'll give you a little sample platter.
But yeah, I did a video there. They trained with Bonchi.
Okay. Yeah, he's
back in the day though.
Back in the day, yeah, he used to do that. I mean, Bonchi's the king of this. He's the OG, the godfather of Roman style pizza, and he kind of made his own style, and very much my style is mimicked after that. The guy who taught me was Massimiliano Sevilla. So this is like kind of a hybrid between of Bonci and Massimiliano, but I called this Rob style because I changed a lot and have a different method than they do in Rome.
When you say method, like the way you make the dough or the way you top the pizza?
Not the way I make the dough. The dough is just a high hydration, long fermented dough.
Yeah.
Very self-explanatory. It's just my method for making it relatable to the New York market, right? Like when you go to Italy, there's no menu, right? You walk into a pizzeria, whatever they have out on their counter is what you eat for that day.
Okay.
Because it's a lunch food, because it's a street food, they don't sell it by the pie, right? In the United States, we sell everything by the pie. We have to have a menu, right? People want to call in, order pie on Uber Eats, DoorDash, whatever it is, you have to have a menu. So the way they do it in Italy is they don't parbake, they bake everything from raw. So they have the red and white base, and from there they bake their toppings on it, and then they put it on the counter. What I do here is I bake just the red and white bases, par-baked, put them on a rack, and then when we're ready, someone makes an order for something on our menu, all of our pizzas could be created from those two bases.
Oh, okay.
So in Italy, they don't do that. The United States, I did that for speed and for having a menu.
Because people probably get here, like in Italy, they probably don't do delivery or like family take-home pizza.
No,
like we do
it's
here.
just whatever you. It's almost like a bakery. It's like you go into a bakery, you don't call ahead and order it.
No, you just go get a slice of
go
pizza,
in
or
and like whatever they have is what you get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to adapt this style pizza for the American market. So that's why this is kind of my version of Roman style pizza.
Can we go look at the pizzas you have over here?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's take a look at these. If you can like talk a little bit about them as we see them.
So, look, Long Island wouldn't be Long Island without the buffalo chicken, little blue cheese and celery. This is our barbecue chicken, little bacon and ranch, pepperoni. We have a vodka sauce, pepperoni vodka pesto. This is our classic, just regular tomato sauce.
That looks good.
Yeah,
That one looks good too. What's that one?
Yeah, this is the white one. It has stracciatella, ricotta, and mozzarella, little fresh garlic. This is our carne picante. It's pepperoni, sausage, hot honey. This is our diavla, cherry peppers, hot honey, and spicy sopressata. Sausage and broccoli, cherry peppers. This is our San Gennaro, the sausage, pepper, and onion, basically. This is our eggplant parm.
That looks good too.
Has little dollops of seasoned ricotta, mozzarella on the bottom with our breaded and fried eggplant. Potato rosemary, very popular one, but this is my Italian-American version. I added ricotta and caramelized onions. Then we have our mushroom. We cook all the mushrooms fresh in-house, season it with like sage, rosemary, salt, pepper, a little bit of wine, olive oil, and we bake those fresh cremini mushrooms. This is the white again. And then this is our spinach artichoke, stracciatella, sauteed spinach with garlic, and Roman marinated artichoke. So we have over 20 different pizzas here. So we rotate every day.
So these
What we
change
put
on a
on the
daily
counter.
basis? Or like
They don't-
some of them do?
Our menu stays the same, but like most of these we'll have every day. But then sometimes we change like different variations. I'll do Rob's special slice of the day.
Yeah.
Which, just will be whatever I feel like eating that day. I'll put it on the counter, So 70% Roman style.
Do you really?
And yeah. And New York style, honestly, every month it gets more and more because I think people come to try our Roman, they love it. But like I said, New York pizza is undefeated.
They probably don't know you have that, right? Like
They don't know
because-
we have it, and then when they have it, when they taste it, they're like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
this is really good." And so
The one thing I know you for is we've talked in the past on podcasts is like you use a
Yeah.
high quality flour.
yeah,
Like, you're really-
I actually never hide anything, right? So I believe in if you're going to use a good product, why not put it on display? So as soon as you walk into my place, you see all our flour on display. This is what we use every single day. It's here, and I put my tomatoes right there. So Ciao tomatoes, Caputo flour. I'm an Orlando Foods fanboy. It is what
I mean, it
is.
worked for you.
It works for me, yes. Third in the country for slice number 99 in the world. So
That's pretty good.
You got to do what you got to do to make it work. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, to be even 99, there's a lot of pizza shops in the world.
there's a lot of pizza shops in the world. Do I think I deserve to be on the top 100? Absolutely not.
Why not?
Man, because there's a lot of places that weren't on that list that I look at and say, like, maybe I'm being humble. It's just, you know, there's some things on that list that I say, how can they not be
All concluded?
like included, and also like I know that they're better than me, and I'm striving to be that.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it's awesome that I was recognized in that list.
Yeah, I mean, like your
crazy.
pizzas, you gave me a slice when we first got here.
It's
Pizza's great.
It's good, man. So I'm heating you up. What he's heating you up right now is a mortazza.
Okay.
It's a very, it's just our Roman dough with mortadella inside, little stracciatella and basil. It's my favorite thing on the menu. I make a full tray of it every day, and we have 2 left. So for the dinner rush, we're gonna refill it and do it all over again. And so you're gonna eat that. It's my favorite thing.
All right. What
here?
Is it? What's the percentage of like? Do you do delivery?
We do delivery, but we do it through Toast Delivery Service. I
Okay.
used to have my own drivers.
Yeah.
Got to the point where I was paying these guys the hourly wage.
Yeah.
Sometimes on our slow hours, they'd be sitting here doing nothing, making boxes. And then Toast started doing a thing where, hey, like they could order with you just like it's a regular restaurant, and then we're gonna dispatch the drivers, and it costs you $6 a delivery. So I was like, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. So we don't do that much delivery. I think we're more of an experience where when people think of Taglio, they think of the slice, right? So they want to come in and see our display and pick their slices. And then we still do offer like pies to go. But I think most of the time, like you can see customers here, they just want to come in and get a couple slices and get the full Taglio experience. You know?
Was that when you thought of this? Is that like what you had thought of your business model? Is like, all right, we're gonna set up slices. Everybody's gonna come here.
Yeah, I mean, my business model to start was do something different.
Yeah.
And see if it works. It was very much like prove your concept. I wanted to do my version of Roman style pizza.
Yeah.
I grew up on Long Island. I'm a New York kid at heart. So when I told Massimiliano, my instructor, that I was going to put buffalo chicken on the pizza, his head kind of exploded. But like, it works for me, and it's what I like.
Yeah.
So I cook what I like, and I like to break the rules of what pizza is traditionally meant to be. Why Long Island has tradition too. We have our slice shops, we have our staples. So I kind of just did that with a better dough and a better vibe. It's all about the vibe. It's all about the experience.
Thank
You know, so
Cool.
my method. This is our Parbaking Roman dough. Everything is made from these shells. If you come over here, you can see all our par-baked shells, and we bake them fresh throughout the day. So I don't like to fill this whole rack up because I want everything to be fresh.
Right.
So every morning we bake enough for just the afternoon, and now if you come back here, you can see my man Will here.
Oh, wow.
He's starting to par-bake for the night rush, right? So this is an 85% hydration dough, fermented for 48 to 72 hours, and that's it. We have our oven in the back here that we bake in.
Well, that's pretty loose.
Yeah, it's a wet dough. It's a high hydrated dough. So this is like our par baking station.
So how long does it sit there for?
So he stretches it. He'll get enough that he'll probably stretch 4 or 5, and then he'll bake them. You don't want them to proof in the pan because this is not focaccia. We want it to be like light. We want it to have that open crumb structure. If you let it proof in the pan, it starts to become like a Sicilian or a focaccia, and it's a less open crumb structure, more together.
Got it. So this is like the oven you cook the dough in, and then that
So
one.
this is our par bake oven that I added here just for ease of use, and that's our finishing oven and our New York style and slice oven. So this is just, we bake, 4 at a time, and just throughout the day we
Nice.
bake.
If this is the only thing you cook, and this is those.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a busy Friday night, we'll cook some New Yorks in here. I'll change the temperature, but 90% of this is just a Parbaking oven. And I like the size of it because the smaller the oven, the more control you could control. Really, like when you get into the bigger decks, it's harder to control. So with the smaller oven, 2 at a time, perfect control.
Control the heat, you mean?
Control the heat,
Yeah.
control the top and bottom. You could really dial in the smaller ovens, and I think it just makes a more consistent bake.
What ovens are these?
This is an Ital Forni. This is an Ital Forni Bull. Fiero has these. These are relatively new to the United States.
This gas or electric?
This is all electric. I started using this. I had this one. I used to have the Castelli, and then we switched to a Ital Forni. Basically, that's an Ital Forni Bull that Peter designed, but it is all stainless steel because obviously glass breaks. And I said, Peter, enough with the glass. I want no glass.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what he designed and came up with. It holds 6 New York pies per deck, and that's what it is. But now we're down a freaking oven.
Can you cook those in there if you had to, but you have to turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, we can. We just, honestly, we have enough there that if you bake 2 at a time, it's not that crazy. Unfortunately, someone broke the glass.
Oh no.
In this oven, and that's just the name of the game. So I have to call Peter at Piero and get some new glass shipped. But
What do they send you? A whole new door, or they send you just a glass?
no, it's just a piece of. You take this off.
Take
and
this
they
off?
just replace the
Yeah.
glass. Unfortunately, something wet or cold got on here, and it happens.
That's part of being in the pizza business,
very
right?
annoying.
Yeah.
It's more annoying than it is anything. It's not about the mud, it's just
Yeah.
annoying. So
Yeah.
anyway, so look, all our stuff gets made from these shells. Lionel, what were you making for the counter here? You can make it. Yeah, make it. So basically, cheese goes down. And everything is backwards, right? So we put the sauce on top because I think it looks better, number
Yep.
one, and it'll keep, the cheese will be a barrier between the bar-baked shell and the sauce, so it doesn't squish it, and it just protects it from getting soggy.
Then what's this pizza gonna be?
So
This is how everything starts?
yeah, this is how most of our pizzas start. What are you making? A carne picante, which is our sausage, pepperoni, ricotta, hot honey, pecorino, and the other side is just our regular classic that he's doing. So all our sauces, there's all chopped tomatoes, just a little bit of sea salt, olive oil, and we go with Izo.
Okay.
So I can't decide which one I like better. Honest to God. I go back and forth, and then finally I was like, you know what? Let's buy 2 cases and 2 cases, mix them all up, and you get what you get.
Yeah.
And I think it's a nice little blend.
Everybody has their own things that they say is the best, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's all what you prefer.
I like both. I really like both. I can't decide.
This is their website too, so if you want to check them out. This is everything they have on their website. You can check out their menu, view menu. This will pop up. Then you can go on here and just kind of, sorry Rob, I'm not going to sign up for the royalty program yet. The New York style slice, pepperoni. I'm going to scroll to see, oh yeah, here we go. Spinach Roman slice, spinach, artichoke, ricotta, burrata, pecorino romano. And then we also have this one right here, Mortadella Pisano. This is great.
Bestsellers. This is a burrata with balsamic and pesto. Our house-made basil pesto. I cut it in half. So.
All right, thank you. Burrata, pesto, basil, cut in half. There we go. I love this. This is so good. I love my job. We had the New York traditional pie. This is the other ones they're kind of famous for. Potato, rosemary, mushroom, artichoke, spinach. This is the Roman style pizza. But this is cut in half, so this is usually one slice. But we're gonna try these. Rob suggested this off the menu here. So that was maybe one of the best, definitely up there, one of the better pizzas I've ever had. And I've been to a lot of pizza shops. I was just telling him, there's like 3 tiers. People always ask me, where's the best pizza you ever had? I think there's like tiers, like really, really good, different styles maybe, but they're all kind of really the best at what style they have, and they're up the top. And then there's like, they're good, and then they're like, man, they're not so good. So Rob, Taglio Pizza, definitely on the top tier there of like, if you're in the area, make a stop in here. You won't regret it. Whether you get the New York style or you get the what he's really known for, which is the Roman style pizza, highly recommend it. Although Rob specializes in Roman style pizza, I mean, he does, the thing that he talks about bromated, he talks about that a ton. And like he has it right here that you can see it. You can see the flour that he uses for his pizza, which makes his pizza not heavy. Like you can eat this pizza, it's got a nice cook on it, super light, nice flavor. The sauce is great, cheese is good cook right there. We'll show you the ovens. Wow, but he does a great job of, as I eat this pizza right here.
I want to make the pizza industry better.
I know you do, because you know how I know? Because every time I ask you to do something like a podcast or a video like that, you're like, yeah, sure.
And that's also a little bit of my ego too, wanting to be in front of a camera. I enjoy it. But ultimately, sometimes I come off very arrogant. Sometimes I come off like an asshole. But it's purely out of passion. I really enjoy this business. I want people to be better, and I want everybody to be better. Because that's going to make me better, right?
Yeah.
If I want to compete. When I compete, I want to compete against the best.
Yeah.
So if I could make all my pizza friends rich somehow via doing what they love to do in pizza, that's the goal, right? The goal is to feed your family at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, so many of my pizza friends and so many business owners that I know, they're just getting by.
Why do you think that is?
Because we're passionate about making pizza, we're not passionate about running a business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I just did a video not too long ago on my channel, not the Slice channel, which this is on, but my channel. And it was like what I wish I did differently when I was first starting out. And like finances was the first one.
Yeah, I mean,
because I went into it like, I want to make a good pizza. But then I knew nothing about money.
My whole focus has been, since I opened, was making the best possible pizza. Now, my focus is I want to expand and I want to run the best possible business.
Yeah.
The problem with that is now you're not the best pizza anymore, right? Like, it's a very fine line. So you have to be okay with, okay, maybe there's some guy, who's making the best possible pizza, but he's in his pizzeria 7 days a week, open to close, and he has no life, but he's got the best pizza in the world. Or there's got to be a middle ground. I like to spend time with my family. I like to have the best pizza, but unfortunately, you can't have the best pizza and you can't have the best business. So you got to choose one. And I'm kind of trying to aim right down the middle and have a good pizza, best I can be, while running an amazing business.
So what you're saying is, you start off with having the best pizza, but then once you step out of the business, the people you have working with you generally don't care as much as you do, so the quality takes a step down.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. I don't care who you are. I don't care who works for you, what they're doing. They're never going to care the way you care.
Unless they have skin in the game.
Correct. Like when you walked in here, I gave you a slice of pizza. I immediately was very self-conscious of that pizza because it was very like, hey, give him that slice that just came out of the oven. So I went over there, and I don't know if you saw, I took a slice from the pie you had, and I ate it.
I saw you eat a slice.
I wanted to make sure it was good.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to be like, fuck, like, did I just give him something messed up? That's insecurity, but I also have supreme confidence in my pizza to be like, hey, give him a slice off
Yeah.
the counter. You're like,
But that's because you have such high standards. Like
very high standard.
most people wouldn't do that, and I don't even think it's necessary. Like you have really good products.
Yeah.
You can see you care about the products that you bring in.
Yeah, I just, you know, I hold myself to a very high standard of quality, and there's nothing that, and I have thick skin, but the one thing that bothers me is if someone says like, it's the yeah but, right? The yeah but his pizza's not as good as I thought it would be, or
It's not as good as it used to be.
not as good as it used to be, not as good as I thought it would be. This ranked top 100 in the world. It's not even top 100 on Long Island.
That's pretty
You know
high
what I mean?
expectations to live up to, though.
It's the most frustrating thing is people come in here with the highest of expectations, and they expect their head to explode when they eat the pizza. And at the end of the day, it's grande cheese, it's a good tomato, it's a great flour, it's fermented properly. There's only so much you could do. Right? You're starting to, when you talk about the top pizzerias in the United States, because I want to compare myself to the United States. If you lined up all the slices next to each other and you tasted them, you're splitting hairs. We're all doing the same thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we have different flour variations, but at the end of the day, we're all using grande cheese. Right? We're all using pecorino. We're all using basil. We're all using tomatoes, but some are using one tomato or another. Right? But what's the thing that matters the most? The flour combo, right? Because some use expensive flour and different flour, but the biggest thing is your dough process.
Yeah.
So some people are doing Polish, some people are doing biga, some people are doing direct. I think that's where the variation you'll see.
Definitely.
Right? So I do a biga, whereas like the top New York places, like a Lindustry, like a Mama's Too, they're doing Polish. Right? Why am I different? Because I like the way biga is better.
Yeah.
But part of me sometimes says, well, maybe I should be doing a Polish because they're constantly ranked some of the best pizza in the world. So maybe do that. But I say, you know what? I make the pizza I like to make.
You should, or pizza shop's tagline should be like XYZ pizza, low expectations.
Yeah.
I think low expectations is the key to life.
I want to put a sign on the door that says lower your expectations. Because there's nothing better than someone coming in off the train station that has never even heard of us. They live in Manhattan. They have no idea. They come in here because they're just starving. They want a quick slice. They sit down, they eat a slice, they get up, they're like, yo, that was some of the best pizza I ever had. That's where I'm like, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, thank you. Because when you come in, I can never live up to your expectations.
Yeah. I agree. My whole thing, key to life, I think the key to life is low expectations.
Yeah.
Because
Always.
think about like a movie you've ever gone to that like, this movie's, I do not want to be here. And you're like, that was the greatest movie ever.
Yes.
Or you go in and like, this movie's going to be the best. And it ends up sucking.
Yeah.
Same with food.
Yeah.
Same with like anything. If you expect it to be so good.
Every Marvel movie I go see, I have such high expectations.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
That kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But like the first Marvel movie you saw that you're like,
Awesome.
yeah.
No,
That's
you're
the key
right.
to life.
You're right. Yeah.
So everybody watching this right now, just lower your expectations.
Lower your expectations. It's just dough, sauce, and cheese. We're all doing the same thing. It's, it is what it is.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Dude, I love having you.
Thanks so much for joining me on this episode of the SPM show. Rob, go check him out. He's in Long Island, Taglio Pizza. We'll link it up in the description, his website and his Instagram. You should definitely go check him out. Probably one of the best New York style pizzas I've ever had in the New York area. And he doesn't even serve that 100% of the time. If you walk into his place, yes, they have New York style, but there are a lot of Roman style pizza options there as well. So go check them out. Thank you, Rob. Hit that subscribe, hit the like button. Let us know where we should visit next between this channel and our channel over at Slice. We're going to be visiting so many pizzerias in 2025. It's going to be amazing. If you like pizza, this is going to be the channels you want to watch. Thank you so much. See you next week, everybody.